Hello to all my beautiful friends out there. Happy Monday. Hope everyone has had a great start to your week. And I have to immediately start off and apologize for the post I made just a few, I don't know, maybe an hour earlier, saying I wasn't going to be able to come live. I had a meeting I was asked to come to at 4:30 for a nonprofit. They are trying to create a nonprofit in order for them to help the Little League All-Star teams if they advance with cost. And so I was going to go there and help them get that all up and going. I had been asked to make a presentation on the pros and cons and all the things and help them to get the right wording down correctly. And then a little while ago, they called and canceled. They have outside teams coming into play tonight. Well, they had to change their times. So everybody was needed to rearrange schedules and stuff. So I do apologize. I thought, what the heck? Let's go live. So sorry for all the confusion, but that's what happened. I hope everybody is doing well. I do want to start out and ask everyone to please say a prayer for our precious, sweet Millie. She has lost her brother, and she is very close to her brother. She has been praying hard for him and wanting prayers for him, but he has now passed away. So please pray for her and her family as they go through this hard time. Losing any family member is hard, no matter who it is, no matter their age, no matter any of it. Losing someone you love is hard. So if you would just say prayers for her. I'm trying to put off time just a minute before I start reading and saying hello to everyone. Right as I started this live, I don't know what it is called, but I call it a light show because I have this pixelation going up in my eyeball that starts out really tiny and it totally encompasses one eye. And when that pixelation movement stops, it gets to where it encompasses my whole eye and it fades out. It instantly leads to a migraine headache. And that happened once I hit live. It was just shortly after that. And so I can't quite focus on names right now. But welcome to everybody. There is some stuff going on around these streets that is absolutely crazy, guys. Crazy, crazy, crazy. And we're going to talk about a little bit of that today. Okay, I think I can focus enough. Let's try this. Hello, Marina Gal. How are you doing, Marina girl? Hi, Holly. Hi, brown eyed girls. There's blue eyes. Hello, beautiful. Casey, how you doing? And Teresa. Town Chat Cafe. Hello to you. Roxy R. Hello, hello. Let's see. Bobby, how are you? Charles Myers, how you doing? Always on empty. Oh goodness. Welcome, welcome. Anybody else sneak in? Tiff, hello. Reserve glitching, hello to you. Let's see. Holly, did I say hi to you? If not, hello, hello, hello. And we got JC. It's not glaucoma, but they say it's like a migraine that hits the blood vessel behind my eyeball. It expands, that blood vessel expands when a migraine starts to ensue and the flowing of the blood through that blood vessel is causing my eyeball to do that pixelation thing. And when it's over, it is instant migraine. They call them silent migraines. It's only silent for a little bit. Trust me. Hey, Bo. And Dee Marie. There's our sweet Bobby in Texas. Plain Jane. Oh, there is always stuff out there. And you know, the saddest part of all is there are people in play right now at this very moment that could put an end to all of it if they would just stop. Oh, I tell you what, if Rhonda comes in here always on empty, if Rhonda could come in, Rhonda DeWinters, she would probably be able to get in touch with him. So if you get it written or whatever, email me and let me know, and we will get you hooked up on that. So, yeah. Oh, those, yes. Yes. Isn't that crazy, K-Mac? It's like you can't see, you can't do nothing until that goes away. Landon, aloha. Hope you are doing well. I've been watching your videos. I love you. You're so sweet. Holly says storms again. Oh my goodness. We have bad storms coming back again tomorrow. With all this rain, they're worried about trees falling down around here. Of course, pine trees never fall. I don't know if you guys have been around pine trees or not, but they have a taproot that is so deep, nothing can push them over. You never see a pine tree just laying there unless it's dead and rotted. It's crazy. I have seen them bend to the point to where they will touch the ground. Hey, K-Mac. But yeah, those pine trees, I've seen them just bend all the way to touch the ground, and they'll go right back up. Their taproot is as long as a football field, they say. They uproot there? Oh my gosh. Wow. Hello, Pink Warrior. Good to have you. Thanks for being here. Oh, goodness. You're only about 2 hours from me, Casey. That's right. Yeah. Rain, 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 rain. Hey, always on empty. Thank you for that. That is so sweet of you. Thank you. Thank you. Here is a little happy dance for you. Thank you for that. That is so sweet of you. We're all righty. Well, you know, it's that time of year for rain. When I was working for our city here, I was in charge of all the festivals and all the events that were happening in our town here, and we had a one-day festival that we called Tamale Fest, and we had 42 vendors come out, and they had tamales for sale. Those people would run out of tamales. They would be cooking tamales, freezing them, having them ready, stocked up. They sold up in the thousands of dozens of tamales. And we had all kinds of stuff going on throughout the day. In one year, it always happened like in the middle of May. And one year, I had the month of May rained every day except for 2 days. We had extension cords covered in plastic so that they could hook into stuff. We had boards laid out so that we could have people walk to get to different spots. It was crazy. We had to rearrange all of our layout. Sorry, the girls are coming home. But we had to rearrange everything just to pull it off for the one day. And that was probably one of the biggest crowds I've ever had at an event. We estimated for the day about 7,000 came through. But yeah, every day it rained, but that one day, and then there was another day where it did not rain. It was soppy, it was wet, people came out in rain boots, kids were barefooted running through the water puddles. Everybody was just so glad to get out of the house. But yeah, May is a huge rainmaker month for us here, and then we go into the hot days, and we always end up with the drought. Oh, you have Cinco de Mayo Fajita Festival. Oh, wow, that's awesome. Our event got flagged by the state because we got so large. All those years, we did it for 13 years. We were just kind of under the radar, and even the um, lady with the state that had an office in the town over from us, she came. She came. She ate the tamales, all the things, and she never said a word because she loved it so much. Well, the state flagged us because there is this law that you cannot cook anything in your kitchen at your house and sell it to the public. And of course, around here, we have ladies walking into your office on a Friday afternoon or something with a huge basket full of tamales they made, and they would be wiped out before they walked out the door, you know. Those were made in their kitchen. Those are the best tamales you'll ever taste in your life. But it was illegal for us to be doing that, and we did it as long as we could get away with. But they shut us down. You can no longer do that. You have to make your food on site and sell it there that day, you know. And there's no way, if you know anything about tamales, there is no way to cook tamales and sell them starting at 9 o'clock in the morning. It is an all day process to cook all the stuff, do all the stuff. And they wouldn't have made any money hardly, because it would have just been one batch of tamales they'd have been able to sell. But, anyways, enough about that. Y'all are making me hungry for tamales. Oh my goodness. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate everybody. Hey, TJ made it. Yay. Hope you got everything squared away. She had some stuff she was taking care of. Yeah, it gets rained out and all that stuff. Yeah. I tell you, everybody's always asking me, why bring back the tamale festival? And it's like, we can't. When the state says no, you get shut down. I just started, baby.
Oh, I got this for you.
You got that for me. Oh, how sweet. You can keep it.
No.
Okay, here, I'll put it right here. Thank you. Okay, girls just came in. Little one come up to say hello to me. Oh, I'm too late. I mean, I'm too honest. Hello to you, sweetheart. Thanks for listening. All righty. Oh, because you have to cook the food you sell to the public on site. If you have a festival, it's food that is cooked right there. You cannot cook in your kitchen because the state cannot come into every household and approve your kitchen. It is called I forget what it's called. There's some word for it, but yeah, I had 42 vendors that sold tamales, and they sold out every year from 9 o'clock until 5 o'clock. They were sold out, and they had been cooking for months and months, and they would make the tamales, freeze them, and get them ready to go that morning. And we started at 9 o'clock, and we would have people start coming through while we're setting up around 8:30 ish, and walk out with hands full of tamales. They would have bags they walked out with. So, yeah, they cannot come in and inspect every home kitchen. Now, if they were to go make them in a licensed kitchen somewhere, such as a church or a school or something like that, but that's a lot of hassle, and therefore I could only have a couple of people. Oh, yum. I'll tell you what, I have tasted some amazing tamales from these people, because when they would come in to get their booth space, they always brought me a dozen tamales. But I have the phone numbers and I can call these ladies and say, "Can I get some tamales?" And I don't care that they're made in their kitchen because they are scrumptious. So, anyways, guys, my title today, let's talk Netflix and more. Well, yes, it is a labor of love. It is a very, very long process. You have to cook your meat. That takes a long time. Then you have to shred it. Then you have to do your masa. Then you have to roll out your masa. You have to add your stuff. Then you have to roll them up with the corn husk. Then you have to put those in a pot and steam them. It is an all-day process. That's why they make so many at one time, because you're not going to just make tamales for dinner. That's a lot of process. So, anyways, Netflix. Who remembers me talking about a creator on the other side that is employed with Netflix? We talked about that just this past week. And today I got tagged in a post by At Night Media. And I'm going to share that with you. Hey, Shelly, how are you? Okay. Welcome, everybody coming in. I appreciate you all being here. And I do apologize for the last minute post for those that didn't hear me. I had a meeting scheduled at 4:30 today, and I wasn't going to be able to do my live, and then they canceled. So I'm like, what the heck? Let's do it. So here we are. Hi, Heather. Welcome, everybody. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to put it up here. I'm going to pull it up on my phone so I can read it really good. But I'm going to put it and show it up here. I don't know if you can all read it good. For immediate release, statement regarding escalation of cybercrime concerns linked to streaming personality. At Night, Private Intelligence, and One World can confirm that we have become aware of troubling statements and conduct by a self-described volunteer affiliated with a popular Netflix personality who has been openly instructing individuals to pack up as their days are numbered and the ship is sinking. We'll talk about all this here in just a second, but I'm going to just keep reading here. This individual, who has been increasingly aggressive online, has further made veiled references to breaking through corporate barriers, language that raises significant red flags in the realm of cybercrime. Let me go to this next one here. Let's see, particularly when paired with organizations' efforts misappropriated. Wait a minute. Hold on. Maybe it's this one. I don't know. I must have them out of order. Okay, guys, I got them all kinds of out of order. Let me just read it to you. Let's see. Let me go back. And this individual, who has become increasingly aggressive online, has further made veiled references to breaking through corporate barriers, language that rises significant red flags in the realm of cybercrime, particularly when paired with organized efforts to misappropriate sensitive data and target private entities under the guise of sleuthing. Let us be abundantly clear. There is no gray area when it comes to crossing into the realm of unauthorized access, harassment, or infiltration. Private businesses, investigative firms, law firms, and victims alike are protected under federal and state laws. Breaking through technological protections or attempting to solicit or entice such breaches is a crime, not entertainment, and will not be reframed as content for any streaming platform or future mole shows. In response to these developments, and after careful review and consultation, At Night and One World has escalated the matter to Netflix Corporation Security and Legal Counsel for review and actions. We will also pursue notification to relevant law enforcement agencies and any necessary regulatory bodies should further attempts to commit cyber intrusion be detected or substantiated. While the search for Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers remains foremost priority, we are equally bound to defend our team, volunteers, affiliated counsel, and private citizens from what has become a growing campaign of reckless and dangerous misconduct. We remain resolute, clear-eyed, and unwavering. Anyone seeking to make this search effort or this tragedy a platform for criminal mischief, targeted harassment, or unauthorized access schemes will face swift and lawful consequences. Further updates will be provided when appropriate. If you have credible information about these activities or attempts to disrupt Sebastian Rogers' search effort, we urge you to report immediately to At Night and Dog the Bounty Hunter tip line 844-922-3236 or email tips@manhunts.one. FBI Internet Crime Compliance Center, ic3.gov, Sumner County Sheriff's Office, and it goes on to list more. Sebastian is still out there. Until he's home, we won't rest. We will not be seeking new volunteers at this time due to hostile actors. The search for Sebastian continues, focused, relentless, and undistracted. The At Night family, May 5th, 2024. So, folks, there's a lot being put out there. A lot of things about stuff in Discord and Nick the Hat and all the things. I want every single one of you to remember whatever gets put out as fact, make sure you check into it yourself. Always be cautious. If it's coming from the other side, there are people that have been proven to fake emails. There are people who are proven to have faked documents. They work very hard to try and discredit everyone and everything that is helping Sebastian. Please be very cautious. I don't understand why it's all happening, but it is happening. They want to completely destroy anyone and any organization that is doing their best to help find Sebastian. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Let me read this real quick, get back up to it. Always on Empty 2 said, I was on a female creator's channel today sticking up for Tony, and they changed the live to subscribers only. And I was told I was not a troll. I told her it's all about Sebastian. They don't care. There are people there out there that do not care. Yes, a certain PI who he has said is off this case and he's moving on has just doxed an innocent person. They do not, yes, Texas Plain Jane, they do not want him found. They do not want him found. They are doing everything they can possibly do to destroy any good that continues to happen for Sebastian. The other day when I talked about this person, I couldn't find the picture. I went back, I found the picture. This is a person they are talking about, folks. This is a person you will hear on those channels over there that has recently made the comment that she can't disclose anymore due to her signed contract she has. I want you to understand this documentary that is in process and gathering information is only being done with information from the other side. If there is a documentary about Sebastian and his case and what has happened, wonderful, but let's make it truthful. Let's not make it one-sided. And this lady, this Bowdy moving, is only on the dark side. She is only over there on the other side talking crap about other people. She's telling things about people's personal life because she has informations. This is who I've been talking about. The hate is real, folks. The hate is real. They're working together. They assume because they're doing all this stuff behind the scenes that we are as well. And we're not. We're not. I have people email me information. I do. I look into it myself before I ever put it out because that's the right thing to do. Over there, they take everybody's word as truth. It's been said over there. There was a whole instance where, there was conversation had about people here saying bad things about Sebastian, doing things to his sister and his mother. Folks, those are words that were put out over on the other side of the street, not from any of us. They had victimized Sebastian, who is the victim. Yes, brown eyes. I've heard that. I haven't been able to look into it too much, but yes, word is, and this is not the God's honest truth. So please, folks, do not take this as 100% from me, but word is on the street that Julie Skolnick is a Rosenbaum, Yada's family, Katie's family. Whether that is true, I don't know, guys. I haven't, like I said, I have not looked into it. I don't, yeah. Oh, I didn't know that either, Bo. That's what's being put out there. Folks, I don't understand this. I do not understand why there is so much hate on Sebastian's name. And it is on Sebastian's name because this Netflix documentary that is being in the process. Okay, so Alicia P said she's done some digging and she said it is fact. That comes from Alicia P. I'm telling you. Yes, this BM person, she is employed by Netflix. She has signed a contract thing with them and she cannot mention certain things, but she mentions everything she possibly can. So, why would you be doing all this shit, talking all this crap, being sneaky and all this stuff, putting out misinformed information, guys? They're talking, showing stuff that's behind the scenes as if Nick the Hat has all these people in a Discord. I don't know that that's real. I haven't been able to find anyone to confirm to me all of that is truth. It is possible, it is real, it is very, very possible that it's all been made up because guess who put it out? Not any of us. None of us. But it happened to coincide with the day that Brittany J sent out invites for her Discord link. That had nothing to do with Brittany J, but let's make it all relevant here because that's what they do. I'm telling you, this is like a scary Netflix movie. It is sad. I just don't understand how people can live with themselves. For there to be a movie put out on Netflix about a missing child, it should be done with facts. It should be worked with from law enforcement that have the facts, not from YouTube channel creators. And I'm sorry, but if you work for a company that is doing a documentary, you should never be on panel opening your mouth saying things that are absolutely disgusting and hateful. You should not agree with a stepfather that likes to come on and tell a creator she can suck a fat baby's dick. But that's who she sits on panel with. Make that make sense, folks. That's who she sits on panels with. A man who says your family would be better off if you happen to eat a whole turkey and choke on a chicken bone. And the creator that has the channel holder agrees with everything that gets said there. It's absolutely horrible, but it's happening, folks, and we are witnessing every bit of it. Oh, reality. There is something very up with the Texas Roadhouse video, and we've even got more stuff. We're going to be doing another Texas Roadhouse video very, very soon. There are things that happen that as you watch and you learn and you go over it and look at it, there are people in play there. And I honestly believe that they are people in play that's A reminder to Katie that this is happening. Katie had no way out of this, I believe. A reminder of all the people involved. We will be looking at all of that very soon and going back over it because, yes, Katie knew that moment that her son was going to be taken away from that house. The pictures she took sitting at that booth, folks, she took those with intention of passing it along to people that were involved so they would know they had the right child with them, in my opinion. I'm telling you, look, I honestly, Jolly Life, when I found all that, I was freaked out. I'm telling you, it is not something I would ever want to make up. You can go and dig into it and look into it yourself. It's all stated clearly. And it gave me the worst feeling of my life. Thank you for acknowledging that. Folks, I'll come on here and I'm going to share with you and I'm going to tell you what I find and what I know, or I will say, look, I've heard this, but I can't guarantee it because I haven't found proof of that yet. I haven't looked into it enough or whatever. But when I found all that, it's like all those little puzzle pieces with that man fit together way too nicely. Yeah, Kelly. And can you imagine, Kelly, the look? Mountain Wonders, what's up? But we'll see her interaction. We will see her. Hey, Blue Eyes, will you do me a favor and put it on subscribers only? Mods, they come in here acting stupid. We ain't got time for that. We got a child to find. Okay? Y'all be very cautious because I don't mind answering questions and I don't mind telling you what I know is fact and what I've just heard about. Hey, Miss Kathy, good to have you. I don't know about Hong. I honestly am not sure about Hong. But going back to what I was going to say before I got distracted here, can you imagine her knowing that that is the last moment she was going to have with okay, Blue Eyes. Thank you. The last minute you're going to have with your child, and you know it. And you know that. And yet, you saw his interaction with his mother. You saw his reaction with him talking to his mom. Her hands are going out, her body movements is crazy. She was aggravated. She was not sad at all. I heard the one with the power washer was another reporter. I just know there was a neighbor that heard and saw the power washer. Folks, the hate's out there. It's real. But so is Sebastian. Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers is real. He's a real person. He's a son. He's a grandson. He's a nephew. He is real. Yes. Angie Bailey, her whole demeanor when it comes to her child is not very comfortable to listen to. I've said it 100 times. I'll continue to say it every time I go live. But Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers, his disappearance, his mother holds the key. She knows. She knows exactly how he left that home without being seen on camera, without being any scent at all from a dog, no digital evidence, no shoes, no coat, no nothing. Just disappeared. She knows how that happened. She's the one that was in the home with him. In my opinion, she is the one carrying a flashlight or wearing a headlamp or using the flashlight on her phone or some light source coming from the backyard of their home. That is my opinion. She meets a person who I believe is Christopher Proudfoot. I honestly believe she is carrying something as she goes out and hands it to him. That flashlight video that we happen to get just a tiny glimpse into, here is the whole footage that law enforcement has. It was not supposed to be out there for us to see. We were supposed to believe that there was, if there was any lights at all around that time, it was a trash truck, right? They tried to convince us of that. They did not, law enforcement did not want that out there. But we saw it. And that is going to be huge when it comes to any type of indictment. Exactly. It was not a trash truck. We know that. Oh, games are canceled for tonight. All right. It was not a trash truck. But boy, Katie and Chris sure want to push that narrative. Let's not pay no attention to that. That's just a trash truck. They want to insult our intelligence by trying to make us believe them. It's just a trash truck. I tell you what, Katie, I tell you what, Chris, as soon as you can show me a trash truck whose lights go in different directions away from each other, then yeah, I might consider it being a trash truck. But you see, the lights are attached to the truck. It goes where the truck takes it, and every single light goes with it in the same direction. Lights on a vehicle do not, never have, and never will separate and go opposite directions. But let's not concentrate on that. Let's make sure we concentrate on that 12:17 a.m. fuzzy, very ghostly like video that was put out of the man walking his dog. They're making something into nothing and having hope on that video. They hold on to hope. They said, Katie and Chris's words tell us they had hope, and they're going to hold on to the hope until that gets debunked. Well, law enforcement busted that bubble quick, didn't they? When they said that video was debunked within 48 hours of him going missing. But Katie and Chris hold on to hope, don't they? They just hold on to that, want us to take that and run. Well, I'm going to tell you this, folks, for him to have made it to that particular position, should that be him in that video, Katie was at that particular time that he would have had to leave the house, walking around, turning off lights. She was locking the doors, making sure they were all locked. She was putting the puppies up. Layla, no. She was active in that home, awake and alert at the time he would have had to leave to make it to that position. According to his mother, that is. But hey, let's not think about that, okay? Let's just overlook all of that. Let's just look at the video. It is so obvious what they do, when they're doing it, and how. We've had TikTokers come into this case, and we've had them create havoc over here. The other side gets mad at each other, won't talk to each other, and talks trash about each other. And before you know it, they're all back on panel. It's called narrative. Let's spin the narrative. Folks, I don't believe all the stuff that's being put out, and I don't believe it because it's already been proven how they fake text messages, they fake documents, they fake emails. And when it's coming out from them, hey, look what we found. Be very cautious when you believe those things, because we have players in play over there, and that's what they do. The text message that supposedly Christopher Proudfoot received the morning of Sebastian's last vigil was the most ridiculous thing ever. But yet they put at the bottom Sumner County Sheriff Officer and a name that was bogus. They put it out as if the sheriff office was letting them know that these certain people, which happen to be all the creators on the hate side, they're listed. That if they came to the vigil, they would have to say on video they support Bullhorn Betty in order to get into the vigil. What idiot is going to believe that crap? What idiot is going to think that law enforcement is going to make you say those words to be able to get into a vigil for a child? That's how low they'll go, and how much they insult our intelligence every time they do these things. They're crazy, folks. They've been pulling the wool over people's eyes. Yeah, the idiot who created it. Exactly. But it's funny because, it only went to those people, didn't go to everybody. I just don't understand why they think we're going to be so stupid and believe the crap they're saying. Now, like I said, there is this whole thing that they've put out stating that there's this group that are showing a Discord thing with Nick, and they have a private room called, I don't know what all it's called, but guys, I can go in and create a Discord group, and I can put whatever the hell I want to, take screenshots of it and put it out here as like, oh my God, look here, folks, look here. I can do that myself. Anybody could. That's what they're doing. That is exactly what's happening here. They want everybody to believe all of the stuff. Oh my gosh. Sweet Sativa says, I was in another creator's chat earlier when SF Stephen Fisher came in telling her, I will look up your entire life. Those gray shutters look nice. He's a private investigator, folks, that is supposed to be finding a missing child. But if you don't believe every detail they say over there, you will be attacked. And they don't go just for creators that have channels that go live. They're going after the subscribers as well. They want us shut down any and every way possible. Oh yeah, Sweet Sativa, and just remember this now, okay? Sweet Sativa said he's just like CP. But folks, don't forget he's being paid by Christopher's family. He's being paid to do these things. There is a common denominator here, and it's called Christopher Proudfoot. He puts out lies. He talks crap about people. He wants anything and everything to be negative and to be threatening, to be uncomfortable. And why? Because, folks, they don't want Sebastian found. In the very beginning, if we all can stop and just think a minute and recall the fact that Christopher and Katie praised Seth as a wonderful parent, that he would be in the front row should Sebastian ever have anything going on. Chris said we have a great co-parenting relationship. Oh, yeah, Rhonda, I'm so sorry. I did say I wasn't going on till later, but that meeting got canceled and I thought, what the heck, let's go live. I apologize to everybody, though. I really do. Welcome to everybody here. I do appreciate y'all. Yes, he came up with the parenting plan. Was that not the funniest damn thing you've ever heard in your whole entire life? the man who had to take parenting classes, created a parenting plan for both his ex-wife and for Seth. That means he was in good with Katie when Katie divorced Seth, but they weren't together, folks. Don't think that, right? These people are expecting us to drink their Kool-Aid that's tainted, remember? You know, there's a group called a cult. This cult has a leader called Jim Jones. Most all of you recall the outcome of this cult. He had them convinced the government was out to get them. So they moved far, far, far out into the Guyana forest. Senator went out there because he had gotten messages from these people's family members and loved ones. He went out there to check on everything, to make sure that the American citizens that were there were okay. Oh, yeah, Jonestown. The senator did not make it back onto the plane because at the plane, there were people coming out of the bushes that killed most of who was there. The cameraman kept filming. His camera kept filming even after he was shot. Before anyone could get back to try to rescue the people as they flew in, they could see everyone laying down. Every single person there died because they drank Kool-Aid. That's where that phrase comes from. You see, their Kool-Aid was tainted with arsenic. They died. They gave their babies the Kool-Aid to drink. They drank the Kool-Aid and then let their children drink it. And they laid down with their children to die. What a horrible way to die, but they believed this man in his words. They believed every bit of it. And folks, I hate to say it, but we're seeing that happening before our eyes right now. It's horrible, folks. Even Jim Jones's son and his wife, who finally divorced him, escaped and left. We're seeing that happening now. And the Kool-Aid reference is not to be funny, but to remind you how people can buy this stuff, hook, line, and sinker, and they have someone leading the pack. You don't just make these decisions after watching every single thing that's been put out there and choose to go with people who tell lies. Money makes people greedy. Money makes people feel entitled. The more money they can get, the better. TJ, thank you for that. Guys, TJ just gifted 10 memberships. Wow, that is awesome, guys. If you received a membership from TJ, please make sure to tell her thank you. She is being so gracious today. That is wonderful. Thank you, TJ. I love you, girl. And let's take a break in this craziness. And let's remember, we got new lollipops. Welcome to the South.
Welcome to the South.
Thank you, TJ. You're so sweet. Welcome to our new lollipops. Folks, you have to remember Mr. Chris is very controlling. He has controlled his home life. He has controlled everything that's happened in this situation, I believe. He controlled everything with his ex-wife, Nina, and their daughter, even 8 years after they have been divorced. He has controlled their life still. Yes, Holly, I've heard that. I have heard that for sure. I want to make sure, guys, that y'all hear these things that are being said and done. I don't like to play this drama game, but these are people that are using Sebastian for money, for clout. They're using Sebastian to threaten people that actually care about Sebastian and his well-being and where he might possibly be. This is what we're up against here. Hey, Charlene. Hi, Narita. Welcome to everybody that's here. I appreciate y'all. Yes, you know they're threatening Sebastian Cinderelli. Isn't that something? We know for a fact it's Mr. Chris's way or no way. And that fact is in CPS cases. And it kills me to see people use CPS as a tool. They are all so okay with CPS. I would absolutely die if someone had called CPS on me. Because that's not a way of life. Never once had I ever had that happen. I couldn't imagine it. Reality, I'm so glad you got away from that. No one should have to live with that. I just told y'all not too long ago about a mother's love, and there is someone in my town, someone that I know, her daughter had a boyfriend that controlled her, mind controlled. She wanted to love this guy so bad. She made excuses for all the bruises and the bloody lips and noses and all the bad words and hate because he played her like a fiddle. She was so young. She is so young. But he finally ended up in jail. And being away from him, she came back to her mom, and she is now out of the country living her life and healing and seeing that she's worth more. There's people who don't get out of that. Katie, I have heard multiple times of people feeling like Katie might be a victim of Chris. She possibly could be. But in my opinion, the things we know of with Katie's life when she was young, her mother, her sister, their criminal history, and the things that were done to Katie, no one should ever have to endure that or live through that. No one. But I honestly believe that you get to a point in life where you just shut down your emotional side. You don't let people you love and trust get close. You only allow it to the point you want to allow it. And I do believe this has happened with Katie. And I do believe she wants desperately someone to love her. And therefore, she is playing Mr. Chris's games 100%. Blue Eyes, thank you so much for that. You did not have to do that. Guys, we got 10 more new members. If you were one of the ones that got a membership from Blue Eyes, please tell her thank you. She's so sweet and precious, and she is gracious enough to get y'all a membership. Welcome, welcome, our new lollipops. Welcome to the South.
Welcome, welcome to the South. We break that good stuff out. We got enough to go around. So can I get it right and get down? Welcome to the South.
Thank you, Blue Eyes, my friend. You're so sweet. Tell you what, I'm so thankful to have you people in my life and to have y'all here with us. And as we go through this journey, trying to do good for Sebastian, fighting through all the evil that's out there. I am so lucky to have y'all. And folks, when you stop and hear Sebastian's name, it should always, always, always be that he is missing. He was missing from his home. He is an autistic young man that is highly functioning. He's very intelligent. But the sad part is you hear about all the other two. And like I was just saying with Katie, I believe she has her coping mechanisms. And I'm not saying that I know 100% how she is or feels or everything like that. I'm just saying this is what I see. I can just guess this. I agree with you, Charlene. I don't think she is afraid of Christopher. I think she is playing the game with him because she wants to belong. She's taking that choice to play the game with her. Oh, nice to know. Thank you, sweet friend. Thank you. Thank you. Welcome to everybody listening in the bushes. Welcome, welcome. Looky here, Holly S. Thank you so much. You are so, so sweet. We love you for this. Y'all are so precious. Thank you. That is so super sweet. I love you, girl. There's people out there who, yes, they have, Holly. His videos have been really, really good. There's a lot of people out here doing good and calling out the bad. But there are people out there that know exactly what happened to Sebastian on the night of early morning of March 25th and 26th of 2024. There's people that know. Number one is Sebastian's mother. Yes. Yes, loving life. She says, hello, everyone. Isn't that Bowdy woman the one who did the don't F with cats? Yes. Yes, yes. You know, when we go over the Texas Roadhouse video, you're going to be surprised if you haven't already seen it. You're going to see people that will blow your mind. There are too many things that happen at the Texas Roadhouse for it not to be part of Sebastian's story that night. Yes, Rhonda, that's a great way to put it. Rhonda says, here we go. I mean, KP victim as a child, tougher than nails now. Yes, it happens. That happens to people like that. Oh, well, we're glad you're listening, Love and Life. Thank you for being here with us. We are glad to have you with us. There's a lot that has happened. But if you go back and you watch Mr. Chris's ex-wife, Nina, as she talks and tells her story, that plan. Look at our blue eyes. Thank you, girl. She says, Lolly, you're amazing creator, and we all love you. Not as much as I love y'all. I used to tell my kids, they would say, I love you, mama. And I would always tell them, I love you more. And I do love you guys more. Thank you for that, Blue Eyes. Here's a little happy dance for you. Thank you. Thank you for that. I appreciate you. You know, okay, let me guess. Hang on just a minute. Okay. Question asked. I joined super late. Someone is doing a Netflix on Sebastian. Yeah, y'all. Let me show you here so you can see. It is a subscriber that is on the other side, always in their chats, always has comments to make, always talks to all of them, and it basically attacks all of us. This is her. It has been put out. There is some stuff going on behind the scenes with this person, other people working, trying to tap into things they shouldn't be touching, shouldn't be trying to get into. It's happening, folks. It's crazy. There are so many people working together. Yes, we're going to talk about that, Bobby. That is another part of what we're going to be talking about. I'm working on putting that together. There is something that was put out way at the beginning. Charlene, you would think he could. You would think so. You know, but a lot of that's been doing behind the scenes very quietly, and people are starting to get out there. But I'm going to tell you this, folks. Let me tell you this real fast. So there at the beginning, JLR did something, and Mr. Silver's on the scene did something as well. Same thing, same story, same thing about a gas station, and Sebastian possibly was sighted there. So we're going to go over that and talk about that tomorrow. But I wanted to do all this today because it's just come to light. Yeah, that lady was on panel with CP. She plays with them. She plays with them in their little playground, their little sandbox over there. There is so much being said negative about At Night Media, about Honk, about Nick, about Seth, about Tony. All of this is part of a hate campaign, folks. Terry Lynn has switched sides because supposedly At Night is the ones that were brainwashing her to say things and do certain things. You know, the funny part is, it has been proven that the other side have threatened people, have doxed people, have put out fake emails to people about bad things. And all of the people that have been affected are the ones trying to find Sebastian. If you want to get down and be serious about it, there is video footage to show Terry Lynn outside of the courthouse with Christopher's mother chewing her ass out about something. Finger up in her face. Christopher comes in to stop the interaction. His words himself. There was an altercation. He went to stop it so it didn't escalate more. I have been told Katie and Christopher's sister had some words that they threw out as well. Then Christopher takes Terry Lynn to the side of the building and has a conversation with her. Before you know it, she's on their side. This is a woman who's already been threatened to stop searching. Her car had been messed with already. She has family she loves. These people do not play gently. They don't care who gets threatened. They don't care who does what. And now Terry Lynn's over there on their side playing their game. Maybe, just maybe, and this is a guess from my mind only, but maybe Terry Lynn or a family member were threatened. Come play with us and your family will be safe, kind of thing. That's just my opinion. Folks, when have you ever heard of a person that is missing and their case becomes a total shit show with threats, with wires being cut on their car while they're searching? And there's vehicles that are connected to the same person at the time that all of these people and these cars have been threatened. It's not coincidence. A coincidence is just something that happens that just kind of happens about the same time, you know? That's not this. Whatever happened to Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers involved a lot of people, in my opinion. There are a lot of people that can go down if this gets solved. Anybody and everybody that are involved are going to do whatever necessary to save their ass. And that includes trying to make anyone that wants to do good to find Sebastian, they become the enemy. Do you see how this is playing out? Do y'all see how this is working? Because this is what we're up against. We're up against evil, folks. You know, I don't know. Like I said, that is my opinion. Looky here. Blue Eye said when my daughter and I went, they went to search. They went to Hendersonville to search for Sebastian. Okay. She said Barbecue Lady and Tammy started on us. I made sure to tell them they had beef. Settle it with me. You leave my daughter alone. Boom. There you go, folks. This is not a coincidence that all of these people that don't know each other have actually known each other. And there always is a leader. And I'm going to tell you right now, that leader hardly ever speaks out. That leader is hardly ever in the spotlight. They have other people doing their dirty work. TJ, a lot of people are upset with her. They are. I get it. Yeah, it was not long after she went on TV that all that crap went down, right? But at the end of the day, folks, you got to stop and think. She knew these people. She herself said she was intimate with Christopher's relative. So, you know, you can't be too much surprised, I guess. Yes, DG. That was her words, not mine. I didn't make that up. That is not speculation. That is not rumor. That is her words. She told us she slept with Danny Guy. Yeah, she's known Crabtree for a long time. It's funny, all these little tiny connections. It's funny. But if you sit back and you watch this all play out, they all know each other. Then there's this big blow up. We don't like each other. That's not something we do, that kind of thing. And folks, when you get down to it, it's as if they've known each other. They've been working with each other. It's just all behind the scenes, so we can't see it. That's it. Let me see here. Let me copy this. I'm trying to copy it. Okay, hang on, TJ. I'm trying to get this copied. And let me see if it'll work here. Trying to do this quick like. There we go. It's an iPhone link if you would like to join our membership. Let me see if I can. I'm going to post that or pin that to the top. Oh, wait. It won't let me. Why won't it let me? Let me see here. It's moving. The chat's moving, and I'm going to end up deleting somebody. It won't let me. Why won't it let me? That's crazy. There we go. Pin message. Done. And nobody got blocked. Go me. Lady Freedoms. Yeah, she is like, White Boy Radio is all over her now. These people play games. They play with people's lives. Ginger, what are you asking about? Ginger said, whoa, how long ago was this? What are we looking at? Looky here, guys, always on Empty 72. Thank you for becoming a member. We are so excited to have you. And welcome to the South.
Welcome to the South. We break that good stuff out. We got enough to go around. So can I get a right and get down? Welcome to the South.
It's on Empty. Thank you for becoming a lollipop. Yeah, he is kind of gross, guys. He is. But there's a lot of people that want that money. Guys, I'm nowhere close to these people as far as, having subscribers amounts. I'm nowhere close to making the money that they make. They do cash apps. You have to send $50 in. There has to be 10 of y'all. And then I'll tell you information. That's not cool. It's not cool. You're holding information for ransom when you do that. When they do a live over there and they go far-fetched with all of it, I'm talking putting out crap left and right and then put it on a members only $100 level. It's what you call a paywall. You have to pay $100 to be able to listen to all the information. That's blackmail. That's extortion. That's greedy AF. I agree, Holly. There are kickbacks galore over there. There are people are being paid to say some things. People are being, let's see, how can I word this? People are putting information out because they're given information to put out. And it is nothing but a racket. Bobby, thank you so much for the super. Thank you for that, Bobby. That is so precious. Now, folks, I'm saying all this about my channel, about what I nowhere close to them or whatever. And that's because I am not going to play games with a missing child's case. Not going to do it. I'm happy and content where I'm at because I'm putting out the truth. I'm putting out what's happened. I am putting out everything we need to try to keep Sebastian's name out here and keep it separated from the crap. I'm not going to play a game with a child's life, but they do. They do that. Yes. Yeah, Brianna, he's no good. He was over in the Summer Wells channel, and that guy is crazy. His wife, I tried to be nice to her and everything when he went to jail and got locked up and all the things. And no, you know, I give everybody a chance. Yeah, those are the ones to be careful with right there. Lori, be very cautious, I would say. I don't know, but they're all together. And I don't know. People drink the Kool-Aid every day, it seems like. Well, Rhonda, he does on certain days. He has recently said some not so nice things about them, but he was there. He's been there several times with them. Y'all would be so proud of me. Let me tell you, I've been drinking some water and I got these little packets to put because I hate water. I hate water. I hate water. I hate water because when I was 4 is when I had the worst of my kidney problems and stuff. And I had to drink like gallons of water every day. And I hated it. Hate water. And to this day, I can't stand to drink water. But I found these little packets to put in, and it was Sunkissed orange, is what it was. Y'all, I don't mind drinking water this way. So I have drank water very good the last couple days. But the bad part was my granddaughter took a drink of mine, and before you know it, I have one little packet left. She's been coming up here to get it too. Little hooch. Oh, let me tell you, TJ, that is the best water I have ever drank in my lifetime. Y'all, that spring water from Hot Springs up there. Oh my gosh. Thank you, Rhonda. Thank you. Oh, yeah, I've had to drink so much of it my whole life and I hate it. I even got to where I made myself drink so much cranberry juice that if it's cold, I'll drink it all day long, but it's not even really good. See, my brother loves water. He used to keep like a gallon jug, milk jug. He would rinse it out with, steaming hot water and wash it out real good. He always kept water in the fridge and he would just go get his jug of water and drink it. That's all he drank was water. My kids love water. And I just couldn't stand water. There you go. I am bad with my Pepsis. Okay, see, that's my addiction. Love me some Pepsi. But I tell you, you don't have a job and no income. Pepsis are few and far between. I treasure them when I get them, that's for sure. Crazy water from mineral wells. No, I hadn't. Huh. I haven't heard of that. Town Chat Cafe. I might have to, next time I go to Abilene to see my friend, I might have to route around to Mineral Wells that way. Oh, now I could drink unsweet iced tea. I could drink iced tea that has no sugar, no sweeteners in it. I could drink that all day long. And it does make me go pee. Always on empty. Yeah, that's what I've always heard. I can't stand cucumbers, but I could do the lemon and the oranges. Oh no, y'all! I had drank so much. Ugh, cheer wine is the best. Wait a minute, I saw that when I was in South Carolina. I saw that Diet Mountain Dew, sweet tea and coffee. Everybody around me drinks sweet tea. My mama drank unsweet. Yeah, we'll have to check out that mineral water, huh, Casey? I only saw it at the store when we were in South Carolina a couple years back. That's only, yes, diet green tea with lemon and lime. Huh, okay. Back in the day when I was like 4, like we're talking forever ago, my mother took me to the doctor because my kidneys, and this one doctor took me off of milk and told my mom milk was bad for my kidneys. Well, when I was 11, went to a specialist that was new in town. They sent me there, and this was when we lived in San Antonio. But my mom said, she doesn't drink any milk anymore. And he looked at her. He goes, "Why not? That's good for her body." And she goes, "They told us to take her off of it because it was bad for her kidneys." And he was like, "Whoever told you that was a quack?" He said, "Let her drink milk." And then by that time, I hated milk. I couldn't stand milk. So the only milk I got was in cheese or ice cream or something like that. But, anyways, yeah, I was going to share with y'all. I thought y'all would be very proud of me because I got my bottle of orange water here and it tastes like a Sunkist soda. It really does. It's been pretty good. I could do this. Oh, I know, right? Those doctors back then, it was wild. My mom was like baffled because she believed that doctor. Coffee creamer's really bad for kidneys. Oh, that's only weird. I gotta have me some. I tell you what, if anybody likes coffee creamers and different taste, if you can find the amaretto coffee creamer, you'll never want to drink anything but that. I get that amaretto syrup stuff sometimes. I'll order it and have that in my coffee. Oh my gosh. It's so good. And Kroger's used to sell it. Now they don't anymore. So I haven't had it in a while. And I used to smoke cigarettes and since I've quit smoking, coffee was the one thing that just didn't go anymore. It just didn't work for me anymore. I didn't like it because I'd always have that coffee and cigarette several times a day. Where did you get the orange for the water? I found it. It was at, I think, Walmart is where I found it at. It was in a little box and it says Sunkissed on it. And it really tastes like a Sunkissed soda. And I like Sunkissed sodas too. Oh, really? Okay, I'll have to check it out. Honey mustard pretzels, Brown. Oh my gosh, Brown, that is, I love them things. I love the honey mustard pretzels. Yes, TJ, I'm going to go and check those out. I've seen some there. I'm going to go check them out too. I might be a water person, y'all, but it's got to be flavored. I just can't stand the blah taste of water. Look. It's funny. Everybody has their little things they like, and my oldest granddaughter will drink nothing fizzy related. Oh, that would be fun. I'm gonna have to check those out. But my granddaughter won't drink any Cokes. She doesn't like the fizzy stuff to it. She'll drink water or she'll drink sweet tea. See, Blue Eyes. Some people don't like it. This was the first time I tried it. My cousin has always drank it like that since they came out with it. And she kept saying, try it, try it. And so I got those little packets and I thought, well, I'm going to try it. It wasn't bad. I can drink water that way for sure. Well, guys, I am going to get off of here, let y'all go. I don't know. Is Justin live? I think he was going live. I don't know. But I wanted to just come on here with y'all and tell y'all, what is going on. What's happening. These people are out there and you have to be careful. Oh, but he likes the Sunkissed ones. I was impressed with them, Kelly. I really was. So when you see these things, be very cautious. Don't react to them because that's what they want us to do. And when it comes from the other side, look what we found. There's a mole over there. I've heard that 100 times. Oh, good. All I need is Jesus, coffee, and true crime. Yay. Yay. But, be careful. Because they're doing this with intention. They're doing this to cause havoc. They want everybody to believe the people trying to find Sebastian and working hard to find Sebastian are the bad people. But folks, we're not the bad people. We're not. We are here for Sebastian. We're doing what we can, and we have to pick and muddle our way through all the crap that's being thrown out, all because there's a group of people who do not want Sebastian found. They don't want him found. They don't want us to look. They don't want us to dig into things. And when we get close to things, trolls start coming in. They start putting out something different to distract and to keep us off our game. But guess what? We play the game better. We play the game better. We see through the bull. We've been here long enough. We know what they're doing. We know it's all on purpose, and we know why. And that's to keep us off of Sebastian's case. So be vigilant, stay strong out there, stand your ground. Don't jump on their bandwagon. Oh, thank you, Bobby. I appreciate y'all so much. I'm such a small channel compared to most of everybody else out there. So I try to pick a time when nobody else is live, but it happens. But I do love that y'all are here with me. I appreciate each one of y'all. But just remember, be careful out there because it's all intentional. It's all happening right before our eyes. And when you hear something that's very negative against anyone trying to find Sebastian or anyone we think is good, look into it before you panic and think, oh my gosh, because that's what they want. So, with that being said, I will be back tomorrow. I'm not sure what time, but I'll be here. I promise. I'm going to do my best. Y'all be safe out on the streets because hate is out there. Hate is there. Just remember the people we're dealing with, the people that Sebastian lived with. They got away with all that CPS stuff because his family worked there. The sheriff's department, his sister works there. People that play at Texas Roadhouse are associated with his mommy. So be careful. They've been doing this game a long, long time. But we know the game. Now we got our guard up. So y'all be safe. And I will see everybody tomorrow, if not on the streets out there somewhere. Love you all. Love and hugs. Bye.